The cruelest game is the one you don't know you're playing. And yet, every man in love plays it, blindly. Women test men. Not with open confrontation, not with rules written in ink, but with silent, invisible trials. These tests aren't accidents, they are strategies, sharpened by centuries of survival and instinct. A woman will never look at you and say, "Today I will test your loyalty, your strength, or your ambition." No. That would make it too easy. Instead, she creates moments, subtle moments, where your true nature bleeds through. She might remain silent after a long argument, waiting, watching, to see if you'll break first. She might talk about another man, casually, harmlessly, to see if you flinch, if your confidence collapses, or if you stand firm. She might even pretend she doesn't need you, just to measure how badly you want to stay. These are not coincidences. They are experiments. And here's the hidden truth: women rarely reveal when you fail. They don't ring a bell, they don't keep score out loud. They simply remember. One test failed may not destroy you, but failure stacked upon failure silently builds the case against you. By the time a man realizes he's being judged, it's too late. She already knows what kind of man you are. Machiavelli once wrote that men are blind to trials of the heart, and that power belongs to those who test rather than those who trust. In love, the woman holds that power, because she examines you while you sleep through the exam. So the next time you feel tension in silence, the next time her words cut deeper than they should, ask yourself, is this love, or is this the test? Because the worst part is this: she won't tell you when the test ends. She only tells you when you've already failed. Point 2. Her feelings fade before her words do. When a kingdom falls, the walls don't collapse overnight. They crack in silence first, stone by stone. Love is no different. One of the most dangerous secrets women hide is this: their heart leaves long before their body does. A man often believes everything is fine, because the words "I love you" still echo in the room. But love doesn't vanish with words, it dies in silence, piece by piece. When a woman starts to detach, she doesn't announce it. She doesn't warn you. Instead, she grows quieter, colder. The small gestures fade. The texts become shorter. The laughter disappears, replaced with a polite smile. And still, the man thinks nothing has changed. Here lies the cruelty: she already knows the truth while you still believe in the illusion. By the time she says, "I don't feel the same anymore," she has already mourned the relationship months before. She has already accepted the ending. You are just now arriving to a funeral she has already walked away from. Men confuse presence with devotion. But a woman can sit beside you while her soul drifts miles away. And you won't see it, because her silence doesn't scream. It whispers. Machiavelli warned that power belongs to the one who prepares before the other even notices the battle has begun. Women master this in love. Their withdrawal is strategic. By the time they speak, the war is over. And that's the tragedy: you never lose her when she says goodbye. You lose her the day she stopped feeling, the day she smiled but didn't mean it, the day her touch grew colder, while you weren't paying attention. The words come last. The silence comes first. And silence is the deadliest weapon of all. 3. She notices the smallest changes in you. A king may think his throne is secure, but the eyes of the court notice every crack in the crown. In love, a woman is that court, silent, watching, unforgiving. Men often believe women are fooled by words. But the truth is darker: women read men in ways men never suspect. She notices the smallest change in your tone, the way your eyes avoid hers, the hesitation in your voice when you lie. She studies the rhythm of your habits, the fire in your ambition, and even the weight of your silence. While you think she's distracted, she is memorizing. While you think she's blind, she is recording. Every weakness, every inconsistency, every lapse, it's written into the secret ledger of her mind. This is not cruelty, this is instinct. For centuries, survival demanded that women detect deception, insecurity, and weakness long before men admitted them. And that instinct has never died. Here's the Machiavellian truth: a woman can love you and still dissect you. She knows when your confidence is a mask. She knows when your promises are hollow. She knows when your ambition is fading, even before you do. The danger? She rarely confronts you immediately. Instead, she watches. She tests. She waits. And when the time comes, she uses what she has seen, not to guess who you are, but to prove it beyond doubt. A man might hide behind his strength, his charm, or his power. But nothing hides forever from the eyes that watch him at his weakest. As Machiavelli wrote, men are judged not by the crowns they wear, but by the cracks they try to hide. And in love, no crack escapes her gaze. So remember, what you think goes unnoticed is already written in her silence. For her friends often know more about you than you do about her. A man may believe he is the center of her world, yet he forgets, her world has witnesses. One of the most underestimated truths is this: her friends often know more about you than you know about her. While you reveal yourself directly to her, she reveals you indirectly to them. Your strengths, your failures, your mistakes, all whispered into the private court of her allies. You may think your arguments remain between the two of you. They don't. You may think your weaknesses are hidden. They're not. They are dissected, judged, and remembered by people you've never even spoken to. This is the power of her circle. They shape how she sees you. And while you believe you're in a private relationship, you're actually being weighed on a silent scale of outside influence. Machiavelli wrote that a prince is only as strong as the allies who surround him. In love, the allies aren't yours, they're hers. And they know more than you think. Part 5. She has a silent exit plan. No fortress collapses without escape routes. And no woman leaves without preparing her freedom long before you notice. When a woman begins to lose faith in the relationship, she does not storm out in a single day. Instead, she builds her exit quietly, brick by brick. She may start saving money. She may grow more independent. She may rebuild connections she once abandoned. This plan is invisible to you, because she still smiles, still stays, still plays the role. But beneath the surface, she is preparing for the day she walks away without looking back. By the time you realize, she has already ensured she doesn't need you anymore. That is her strategy. And that is why many men are shocked at how quickly she leaves. The truth? She left long before her body walked out the door. Machiavelli warned that wise rulers prepare for revolt before it begins. Women live this truth in love. Part 6. She hides how much power she truly has over you. The greatest strategist never shows all her weapons until the moment of war. A woman often knows more about you than you realize, your fears, your desires, your secrets. She doesn't wield this power daily. Instead, she hides it, using it only when necessary. She knows when to use silence to crush you. She knows when to use words to pierce deeper than any sword. She knows when to remind you of your failures, and when to offer comfort to keep you tied to her. This hidden power is her greatest strength. And the man who underestimates it discovers too late that the one who seems weaker often controls the game. As Machiavelli said, he who controls perception controls reality. In love, she controls more than you know. 7. She keeps count of your mistake. Forgiveness is spoken, but memory is eternal. When a woman says, "It's okay, I forgive you," don't mistake her words for erasure. She may forgive, but she does not forget. Every mistake, every betrayal, every broken promise is quietly stored away. She does not strike you with it immediately. Instead, she saves it. And when the day comes, when trust breaks beyond repair, she will bring out the ledger of every wound you caused. A man may live thinking the past is buried, but the past is never dead. It sleeps in silence, waiting to return. This is why Machiavelli warned, men suffer not from the battles they see, but from the debts they forget to repay. In love, every mistake is remembered, whether you know it or not. Part 8. She guards her darkest insecurities. Every fortress has a hidden chamber. Every heart has a room it does not show. No matter how much she loves you, there are parts of herself she will never reveal. Fears, traumas, regrets, buried deep behind a mask of strength or charm. She may cry over small things, but never show you the wounds that shaped her. She may speak of dreams, but never confess the nightmares that haunt her. These secrets are guarded not out of cruelty, but survival. And here lies the danger. One day, those hidden shadows may rise, shaping her choices, changing her path, and you'll realize you never knew her completely. As Machiavelli taught, you may rule a city, but you will never control the hearts of its people. A woman's insecurities are her secret city, and no man holds its key. 9. She's more strategic than you think. The battlefield of love is not ruled by passion, it is ruled by strategy. When a woman plans her future, she does not move blindly. Decisions about moving in, marriage, or children are rarely spontaneous. She calculates. She observes. She waits for the right time. A man may believe he leads the relationship, but more often, she has already steered him, through subtle suggestions, small nudges, and careful timing, towards the decision she already wanted. This is not manipulation, this is mastery. As Machiavelli said, the one who decides the timing of war already controls the outcome. In love, she decides the timing, whether you realize it or not. 10. She won't always tell you when she's comparing you. The cruelest comparisons are the ones never spoken. Even when she loves you, she measures you. Against her father, against past lovers, against the man she secretly admires. These comparisons may never leave her lips, but they shape how she sees you. When you succeed, she weighs you against her ideals. When you fail, she measures you against what she believes she deserves. The man who ignores this truth blinds himself to the silent scale on which he is always being judged. Machiavelli warned, a ruler is never compared to his past, only to those who could replace him. The same is true in love. 11. She knows when it's over before you do. The end does not arrive when it is spoken. It arrives when it is already lived in silence. By the time a woman says, "We need to talk," the battle is already lost. She has rehearsed the ending in her mind. She has detached, mourned, and moved on long before the words reach you. Men are always surprised by sudden endings. But in truth, there is nothing sudden. She knew. She decided. And only when the time was right did she let you see the truth. Machiavelli wrote that the strongest defeat is not the one that strikes, but the one that has been decided before the sword is drawn, and that is how women end love, not in fire, but in silence. The greatest illusions in love are not the lies spoken, but the truths hidden. A wise man does not fear betrayal in words, he fears the secrets that live in silence. Because by the time she speaks, it is already too late. So ask yourself, do you see her truths, or only the mask she allows you to see? For in that blindness lies your downfall.